Zell Boy Army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. We are making a return to the series where we look at the best players in every position, and we're getting some more of the attacking ones now. We are on left wingers, and quite a few have been added during Foot Birthday. If I miss any during this, then apologise. I've tried to go for all the positions, get as many as I can, but there's a lot of great players in here. It's not been easy ranking them, but I've tried my best to, and I think you're going to enjoy them. I've changed it a bit for this. I've now gone from where we had before, where I said it has to be the player's best position. So we've got a left winger Mbappe in here, even though his striker's better, because people were just complaining too much about it. So I've put the best left wingers, left mids, all these guys in there. I think we've got a lot of options. Let's get into it. We started off number 23, Robert Pires, 4-star, 4-star with some pretty good stats. But he's not very agile, not very good shot power, poor physicals. It's not a bad card. Honestly, he'll be underrated. With a Hunter, you're getting a pretty decent card overall. But he just has a few too many deficiencies for me, and he's quite expensive. 22. This Orsic, or Orsic, I don't know how to pronounce it, probably Orsic. If he had 4-star skill moves, he'd be higher on this list. He's got the pace, the shooting, his dribbling's fantastic. He's okay physically. He'd be a great wing back, to be honest, with that defending. His passing, though, not bad, but not great. Lack of skill moves out wide as well does hurt him, so he's lowered down the list. Overmars, similar stats to Orsic in some ways. Not quite as good on the ball because of the agility, in my opinion, even though it says he has more it says he has more dribbling stat. Not quite as good physically either, but the 5-star weak foot is putting him above Orsic, so we've got Overmars coming at 21. Bamba, 4-star, 4-star, very solid card. Could still get another upgrade if he gets an inform. That helps him a bit. Very solid and underrated card. Not really any major weaknesses. Stick a hawk on him. He is a very spicy looking card. Any card that doesn't have 5-star weak foot skills is probably going to be slightly lower down the list because having 5-star one of them is a big plus on this year's game. And same as like we had these guys on 3-star on some of them. That's a big issue. 19, Marco Asensio. I've put him in partly higher because he's free. And compared to a card like Bamba, whilst he's slower, with a Hunter, it gets the stats up really high. He doesn't need any passing boost. And for me, I would rather have a card linking to Real Madrid and all that. You could somewhat argue if it's purely based on the player, maybe Bamba, but it's very close between the two. Number 19, Asensio, very good player for free. Bergwijn, 4-star, 4-star. Could have been very high if he'd have been 5-star one of them. Some fantastic stats. He doesn't feel quite as good on the ball in game as he should because of his stocky body type, but he's very good physically. Maybe I've been a bit harsh to him here, but we're putting him in at number 18. Georgie Hadji. Very, very good card. Not very good physically, though. A bit slow. Otherwise, he'd be higher on the list. If this was a cam, he'd probably be quite high. But we're putting him in at number 17 just due to the lack of pace, to be honest. But a good card that is often underrated. Son, number 16. Like this guy a lot. If he got another inform or got a headliner streak, it'd have been really good. He could do one or two more cards. He should get a TOTS, which will be a fantastic card. You'd be putting 100 on this guy to get him to 99 pace, 99 finishing. Very good. He could have been higher on this list, but I think out wide for wingers, I tend to value the skill moves a little bit more than weak foot. Number 15, we've got Zobolai. Zobolai, for me, just felt better on the ball than Son. Got a bit more pace, bit more physical. Bit of a different card as well, which I quite like. So we've got Zobolai coming at number 15. Felipe Anderson. Very, very good card. One of the best value SBCs that we've had this year. Obviously, not many people expected Porto to go that far. They're going to get knocked out against Chelsea, but for 70k for a Brazilian left mid with these stats is pretty special. You can put a dead eye on him to up his finishing a lot. 4-star, 4-star ain't the best, but he's still a very good, well-rounded card in general. Shawari at number 13. He's got the 5-star skills, ridiculous agility, very good dribbling. He is one of the best players I've used on the ball on this year's FIFA. He's got pace in abundance. With a dead eye, you can get his shooting and passing to elite levels. If he had more physical, he could have been quite a bit higher. But the lack of physical does hurt him a bit on this list. So we've got, I think Shawari was number 13. Frank Ribery. Very similar card to Shawari. Bit slower, bit worse overall shooting, but he's got better passing, similar-ish physicals, but the 5-star weak foot put him above Shawari for me. Very similar cards. Shawari's probably better on the ball with the agility, but I'm going to give it to Frank because of the weak foot. Also a bit easier to link in. Number 11, we have David Neres. Part of the reason this card's a bit higher as well is because he's got potential to get a +2. I do think Roma will probably win the game. They're at home. But that Neres is a very good card. 5-star, 4-star. Rapid, so you don't even need to put anything on that. Elite dribbling. Good physicals. Very, very good card. Potential to become one of the very best wingers in the game if he gets a +2. John Barnes. 4-star, 4-star. Some people might question why he's so high on this list, but you are not getting many cards that have this elite physical with such high dribbling, like 95 ball control, dribbling composure, elite shooting, like with a Hunter you get 99 pace, 99 finishing. He's pretty unique on this game. There are a few players like him, which we'll get to, but he's pretty special and underrated because he's not the most popular icon. Number 9, we're getting Marcus MBE Rashford in this list. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Rashford also just plays really well on FIFA. I think he has his own unique body type which just stands out. It's a similar card to Barnes in some ways, but he has the skill moves. He's got a bit more natural pace. He's not quite as good physically, but the skill moves do make up for it. Very easy to link into your team, and Rashford, for good reason, has been one of the most popular players on FIFA 21 this year. Nedved coming in, I think it's number 8 we've got now. One of the most versatile players in the game. If it was for versatility, he's probably the number 1 left winger. But as an out-and-out left winger, whilst he is very good, he gets outshone by some of the other ones because he doesn't have the skill moves. And whilst he's got good dribbling, he doesn't feel elite on the ball, I would say. His pace is fine because when you put a Hunter on him, you get 99 shot power, 97 finishing, 98 pace. It's very good. For versatility, fantastic. Great wing back, can play anywhere, can play in the midfield, could be a good striker. But as an out-and-out winger, he doesn't quite creep into the top 5 here. But a very good card. And if you've got a lot of fodder, I would recommend the SBC. 7, we're putting Mane in. Mane would have been much higher on the list if he had a 5-star on either of the stats. 5-star, like I said, makes a big difference. Mane is still pretty elite. I just wish he had a 5-star stat somewhere. With all of his attributes, you can put a chem style. He's near an end game player stats-wise. Road to the Final Hazard probably isn't actually a better card than Mane on paper. But I'm giving it to Hazard on the extra dribbling he's going to have with that balance. And that he's a dynamic card. Real Madrid look like they're going to knock Liverpool out. And this card does have the potential to go to a 95 if Real Madrid win the Champions League. So I'm slightly boosting this card on it. But it is still a special card. I think we're at might even be number 5 now, to be honest. I lose track of the numbers when we're going through it. Foot Birthday SBC Royce, though. Very good card. The 5-star skills is lovely. Insane physical. If he had a bit better dribbling, he would be top 3. But you need to put a Hunter on him, really, to get the max pace and shooting. And then you don't get to put the dribble up, so he's not elite on the ball like some of the others. Maybe I could have put him a bit higher, because it's a special card in general, to be honest. And he also has both shooting traits. Maybe I've been a bit harsh, I don't know. Very good card. I want to do him, but I just don't think he's end game enough with Tots coming to put that into an untradeable card. So it's a bit of a shame. I would have liked him to be a tradable card in the team. Raheem Sterling, we're getting him in at number 4. Fantastic card. And yes, he doesn't have the physical of Royce, but he doesn't need any pace. So you can put a dead eye on him to basically max out his passing and shooting. So he's going to be better at passing than Royce on the ball. And he's so good on the ball. Sterling has these T-Rex arm things, animation that he's got. He's got his own body type. He feels quite strong when he's 5'7" with such elite balance. He turns insane on the ball. Really fun card to use. Really like this card. Mbappe, like I said earlier, we're not putting his striker up. We're not leaving him out because I've changed that policy. Fantastic card as always. Mbappe just plays glitchy on the game. Anyone who's used Mbappe's gold card will know how good he is. To me, he's normally a better winger than striker, except for the team of the year, which will obviously be elite. This card, no different, plays fantastic. Neymar's coming in at number 2. Gold Neymar's not on the list because we've got his in form. Gold Neymar would have probably still been top 5. Might have even still been second. Gold Neymar is the best value elite player on FIFA pretty much every year. This one isn't as good value for the inform, but it is the better card, so obviously putting him on there. But if you can't afford him, then Gold Neymar's still insane. Gold Neymar is that good that he somewhat devalues the other players in this list. So when you've got like a Royce who was fantastic at 800k, Gold Neymar's still better than him, which is a shame. But if you want the very best value, then Gold Neymar's it. Neymar just has everything. 5-star, 5-star. Pace. With 100, you get 99 pace, 99 finishing. He's insane on the ball. Like, the balance doesn't seem to matter. He has his own body type. The 5-star, 5-star is huge. Like, there's hardly anyone on the game who has that. His passing's elite. He feels way better physically than he should because of his dribbling animations and body type. He's just a special player, easy to link in with being Brazilian and linked to Mbappe. And then we've got one more, number one on this list, Prime Ronaldinho. Dino does not have the weak foot of Neymar, but he has a crazy dribbling style that makes him insane on the ball. He bodies people because he's got elite physical. With a Hunter or Hawk, you're probably going to go a Hawk on him to get him to 97 pace, but 98 finishing, 96 shot power, ridiculous physicals. He'll have like 89 strength, 80 aggression. He's insane. The Moments Dino is one of the very best players all year on FIFA. This Dino, not quite up to the Moments one, but it's still a special card. Highly recommend him. For me, this Dino will do bits for anyone. He is probably the worst value on this list because he's so rare. He costs probably like 3-4 million coins, but he's probably the best left winger in the game. Yes, we could put Team the Mbappe at left wing and stuff, but for pure left mid, left wingers, I'm putting Dino as the number one. We've got Neymar as number two, Mbappe number 3, Sterling number 4, and Royce rounded off our top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Appreciate your support as always. I'm probably going to do the right winger one tomorrow. As always, keep it spicy. Have a great evening.